I'm Alyssa Ho with glasses, and joining with me today is a very special guest. Please welcome Alyssa Ho without glasses. Yeah, I can't really see. Oh, there we go. I'm so sorry about that. No, it's really no problem. I'm happy to be here. Well, I got us some boba. Oh my god, I love boba. I know. I'm a huge believer that the secret to any successful interview is food. Thanks. So what other things do you enjoy? I love playing Overwatch with my brother. I also have a cat. He's kind of a monster, but I love him only when he's nice to me. I also love to read. My favorite books are The Green Mile, Long Way Down, Percy Jackson, and Calvin and Hobbes is pure literature. But all things aside, I'm a creative writer at my school, the California School of Arts in Duarte, and I'm also really interested in STEM, robotics and artificial intelligence. That sounds really cool. Could you elaborate on both? Yeah, I knew I liked creative writing when I was in 6th grade, and my homeroom teacher complimented me on a short story I wrote. And it was really that boost of confidence that set me to where I am today. I thought, let's just give it a shot. So I pushed myself into writing for NaNoWriMo. It's a novel writing challenge that happens in November, and you have to write 1,000 words a day. And believe it or not, I actually wrote a very rough and not structured novel about Qingxi, the most successful pirate in history, and she was an Asian woman. And so I applied for CS Arts. I got in, and I was like, it was like a huge explosion of exposure. I've written poetry, musicals, TV and movie scripts, plays, articles, and essays, you name it. Have you ever changed schools before? Not at all. I've been going to Temple City schools for 7 years, so deciding to leave was probably one of the hardest decisions I've made. I was a very shy kid, and Temple City was its own little bubble. We all kind of knew each other. We were all of the same demographic, and I was comfortable there, but I wasn't really happy there. And so I took the huge risk of stepping outside of my comfort zone, and through projecting my voice, through writing, and meeting so many different people, I was brought out of my shell, and I'm really thankful for that. Thank you for sharing that. So tell me a little bit more about your involvement in STEM. It's a pretty interesting story. I didn't like robotics at all when I was younger because I had a bad experience on my school's robotics team. I didn't work on the robot that much because the boys hogged it all, and so it kind of left me and the rest of the girls to work on the team management and the project. But I will say that year, our team won the project award. So, but anyway, I was not into STEM at all. But then I decided to join an all-girls robotics team. It was another one of those, big risks that I took. And again, I am so thankful. I learned so many things: CADing, programming, drilling, operating the laser cutter 3D printer, and it kind of launched me into this research that I'm doing at Caltech. And, but even more so, it's made me an advocate for girls in STEM. I host outreach workshops in my community. Last year I organized an expo at the Pasadena Public Library where 300 participants came and learned about Girl Scout robotics teams, and so it was an amazing experience. It sounds like you have 2 completely different passions. Oh, believe me, there's more than 2. My whole life I've been told, you gotta pick one, either STEM or career writing, outreach or film. So, because whichever one you decide, you have to prepare so you can get into college with that major. So I struggled with having to choose until I discovered journalism through my school newspaper and the LA Times High School Insider. It combines everything I love. I've interviewed engineers and researchers, and broadcast and photojournalism includes cinematography. And being a journalist is really being an advocate for the people in your community, sharing stories to inspire others. At times it can be the 4th branch of government, keeping the other 3 in check when things go off balance. So what are your aspirations in journalism now? Yeah, so I'm applying for JCamp, something that if I get in will be another huge leap of faith, leaving to go live, halfway across the country and learning to write hard news for the first time, something I've been really interested in doing. So But I've learned from my previous experiences that jumping out of my comfort zone will change my life dramatically in a good way. Well, this application video has gone a lot longer than I anticipated. Sorry.
Who are you talking to?
Don't worry about it. Anyway, thank you so much for being here today. Yeah, the pleasure is mine. Awesome.